Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on our novel product, the Embl IUD. As we all know, all of us are different, and it's why our generation has embraced body positivity for all. More inclusive modeling, love and support on social media, clothing and makeup lines for different body types and skin tones, you name it, it's been improved over the last 5 years. So then why have we not done the same for our uteruses? 1 in 20 people with female reproductive organs have an abnormally shaped uterus, and yet the US only has 3 IUD size options and no alternative shapes, as there are in other countries. This lack of size and shape difference makes this an inaccessible option for a lot of people in the US, which can be seen in that only 6.5% of people with uteruses in the US have an IUD, whereas in countries such as Norway, 27% of those using contraceptives opt for the IUD. And in 10% of people in the US who do have this device, it expels, either coming out of place, falling out completely, or moving into the abdomen, which renders it completely useless as a form of birth control. Most are also looking to get away from hormonal birth control options, given as it increases rate of depression from 1.7 to 2.2%, and yet there is only one form of long-lasting non-hormonal birth control available. It's time to take the next step in healthcare and have more diverse options for long-acting birth control. That's why we have designed a product that accounts for different uterus shapes and sizes. That way, those looking for long-acting and reversible birth control have a safe, comfortable, non-hormonal option that they can trust.
So with all of this in mind, we created an option that allows for the IUD to be custom sized for individuals depending on their uterus size and shape. The IUD is designed to function like an umbrella, in which there is a runner that extends the stretchers into their desired location depending on one's uterus shape and size, and this runner contains a locking mechanism to hold this desired shape in place. This umbrella shape will allow for the IUD to be placed in the body the same way current IUDs are, with the additional step of expanding the arms to their proper location. This device will still contain copper wire similar to current copper IUDs with a low density polyethylene base. The copper here acts as a spermicide, preventing the sperm from fertilizing the egg as the copper ions are released into the cervix. The amount of copper wire in this device is going to be based on the recommended daily intakes as well as the ISO standard for copper IUDs.
IUDs can range from $0 to $1,300. This cost covers the initial medical exam performed by an experienced practitioner, the visit to insert the device, and any follow-up visits as needed. Most insurances cover this cost, but in the case that they don't, it can be initially expensive. Overall, depending on how long it is used, an IUD can be less expensive than other forms of birth control, since the only additional cost after insertion is the follow-up visits as needed, whereas other forms of birth control may have monthly payments. With our umbrella design, expulsions will be less common and therefore non-routine follow-up visits will not be needed. Patients with our copper IUD will be able to have a birth control method that is 99% effective and will last up to 12 years with removal at any time if needed or wanted.
The main competition for our Embl IUD is Paragard, which is the only FDA-approved copper IUD on the market. It is the typical T shape and measures at a size of 32 by 36 millimeters, which is larger than hormonal IUDs, often making it not suitable for women who have never been pregnant. Hormonal IUD brands such as Mirena, Kyleena, Skyla, and Lileta are competition for our device as well. But like we mentioned earlier, people are looking to move away from hormonal birth control because of the adverse side effects it can cause. Outside of IUDs, other alternatives include other forms of birth control, such as the pill, Nuvaring, Nexplanon, spermicides, etc. Given the nature of our competition, the Embl IUD has potential to alleviate many of the apprehensions surrounding current birth control methods. So thank you for listening, and we'll now take any questions about our device at this time.